It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Colts on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well, from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right thing.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a play fake. Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they would be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On third down, here's Bo. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On second down, this is Jackson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe, and this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Back to throw, Bledsoe, pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10. Off play action, Bledsoe. That's going to be caught by Moss. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Jackson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw on 2nd down, Bledsoe, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The numbers for Moore last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Block Edwards now to punt it away. With it is Brown. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Manning to throw. And that's caught. It's Desmond Patman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Manning. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 20. Throwing is Manning. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terrell Owens, 63 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Manning. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a peek at T.O. as he and the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Ray Guy now, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And here's Rodgers on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Manning now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Manning gonna throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about, there he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Janikowski's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a throw here, hauled in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On play action, it's Manning. He dumps this off to Mack. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing now is Manning. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Manning now to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Back to throw. Bledsoe. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime, and what message received here? No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Bledsoe. He will find T.O. on the left side, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake. Bledsoe. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, he'll drop to throw, and he will find T.O. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, here's Jackson, and he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. They run again with Jackson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Back Back to throw. Bledsoe working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Off the bootleg. Bledsoe. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. On first down, Manning to the right side, and he's got more complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. To throw, it's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Manning. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Up the middle they go. It's Moore. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Manning. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Play action. Manning. And the Raiders have got him. Howie Long. His 2nd sack of the night. On 2nd down now. It's Moore. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll run again with Jackson. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Here's Allen. He'll get this to about the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off play action, Bledsoe. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. From the gun, it's Manning. That's complete to Patman. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. This is brought in by Casper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Bledsoe trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. To throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Manning now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give. It's Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, their good start continues as they get their record up to